Welcome back, everybody, to the SourceFed Podcast. Woo! I'm Steven Suppy, joined today by the ones from SourceFed Nerd, the only Span Batter, and the Wang. And Creatine Girl.
Cream.
And Cran Girl.
Crane.
Whitney, when's the last cran you ate?
Oh, I had a crang just this morning.
What's your favorite kind of cran to eat?
My favorite crang is a peanut.
And
we use pictures right now. It'll help explain it.
This cran is planet. And this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Thank you very much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. You can create a beautiful website with Squarespace all in one platform. There's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever. Squarespace is intuitive and easy to use and offers award-winning 24/7 customer service. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com/sourcefed and enter offer code SourceFed to get 10% off your first purchase. Ooh-wee.
Oh, wow. I use Squarespace. It's pretty dope.
I'm actually bringing my Squarespace website back. I haven't used it in a little while because I have not had merchandise to sell.
Oh?
But I'm going to be selling a Kill Me poster soon.
Oh, cool. You got more mugs? I'd like a mug.
Got no mugs
Oh,
left?
got any mugs?
Will
Down
you
the
sign it in your own blood?
I am signing it.
The first
Cool.
100.
I don't have
Sign in
the
his
first 100 are
blood.
signed in my
Or
own.
you're printing them with your blood. You put ink and
That's
blood
what it
in
is,
one
yeah.
thing, and then you print it on. It's smarter.
I got a website.
A lot of people have done a lot of weird
I
things
got a
with
lot
their
of blood to share.
They have.
I don't want to talk about them, but maybe we should.
Have you guys ever peed in a pool before?
All the time. Constantly.
Yes.
Can't control
Let
myself.
me ask you, do you guys usually pee in the pool?
Yes.
If I'm in a pool, I'm guaranteed to pee in it.
I
Yeah.
just learned that this is a super common thing. I thought that most people didn't pee in the pool.
No,
Do
it's
you?
Weird.
No.
Why?
But you're grossed out by it?
Yes, it's gross. Okay, I went a couple years ago. My sister was getting married. We went to Austin, and there was
Yay.
sort of a cabana. It was like a weird Vegas
cabana?
hotel, though. Yeah, there was like a pool cabana thing, and it was a lot of drunk people, like too many drunk people in a pool. And my sisters were just peeing. And I was super grossed out. I wouldn't get in the pool.
Were they just talking about it,
were
like
just
announcing it
drunk,
when they
and
were doing
just
it?
Like, I'm peeing right now.
Well, that's gross if
And-
they announce it.
No, but what happened was the waitress came and she was giving us our drinks and she was like, "Oh yeah, everybody pees in that pool. You'd be surprised. There's like all sorts of fluids that go in there."
Oh, but everybody gets like a scraped knee or like they cut their
Oh,
foot on
yeah.
the bottom. So like there's blood in there, there's spit in there, there's a lot of sweat in
And
there.
once in a great while, there's a code brown.
There is.
My public pool had a code brown, and it was this one kid. This was back when I was a little kid, and we all knew who it was. We all knew who it was. It was Jabari.
Hey, Jabari.
And I don't know where that kid went after that year, but I never saw him. And actually, you know what? He might have moved counties after the pool incident.
That'll follow
Good
you.
parents. Get up.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean, it's on this right now.
All the Jabari, we see you, you pooper.
I mean, how many Jabaris can there
pooper.
really be? I don't know.
There's
A girl
enough.
named Bethany pooped in my pool as a kid, and I was so mad at her, and my mom had to get it out with a bucket.
Oh.
Well,
At least it was a hard one.
What happened was in my
We don't know.
backyard there were a lot of bushes, and when my sisters and I were very, very young and we'd be swimming all day, we would go behind one bush that we designated as like where to pee if we could
Oh,
make it.
I thought you were
to-
gonna say that
not
was
to
the
poo.
poop. Okay.
But it was so funny because it was just like one bush was like the girls' bush, and but I guess I told that to my friend as like a child, and I was like probably 6, and she just took that to mean that she could just shit wherever.
That's real gross. I used to be
Bethany.
a lifeguard, and on my first day, a kid pooped in the pool. That was rough.
No.
You know they don't drain the pool.
You
They
say on
just-
your first date?
day.
A kid, oh.
First day of work.
On my first date, I pooped in a pool.
I sneezed a little too hard and it snuck out the back.
That's how I met my wife.
Bethany.
Where's the best place for a first date? I don't feel like I've been on a first date like maybe like
You've never
3
been on?
times I've ever.
What do you think about ramen on a first date?
Ugh,
Bad
it's
food choice?
It's really heavy.
Messy?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't plan on like having other plans after, and you're just gonna eat a bunch of ramen and like maybe go take a nap or go see a
Yeah,
movie.
that's true.
My best date, we didn't really eat. We just happened to eat before. We just got tea and we went on walks for hours and
That's
we talked and it was
nice.
really sweet. And
And
then
you're
we
getting
made out real
exercise.
hard.
I feel like I've been on
Ew.
a lot of ambiguous friend hangouts that the other person thought was a date, and I
That's-
was like, we're just gonna kick it. Cool.
But then they were like, the entire time you turn over and they're just always
And then
going,
their tongue was in my mouth.
"Ooh,
God
it's
damn it, that
everywhere."
happens so much every time I go to the dentist.
Sam said that he's never had ramen before. Never had like proper
I've never
ramen.
had good ramen. I went camping one time and a bunch of people poured a bunch of top ramen into a pot.
And they put an egg on it.
No, that would have probably been better. We just ate a bunch of different flavors of top ramen out of a bowl.
Real ramen's fantastic.
Yeah, it's completely different than what you're imagining, Sam. It's like first of all, a staple in Japanese food culture.
Noodles don't even taste the same.
Yeah, the noodles, like handmade noodles versus like dehydrated top ramen noodles are totally different.
Peony noodles, those are the ones that are fucking gross.
The broth takes like 3 days to make.
What? I didn't know that.
I made a really good ramen that had, there's a local deli that has like legit, and it's actually, maybe it was one of the ones that Matt got his beef heart from, now that I think about it. It was like a similar kind of deli. It was delicious. And they gave me pork hooves and chicken necks and all sorts of parts that they were like, I was like, oh, I'm making ramen. And this guy was just like, okay, you want this and this and this. And he was like, just simmer that for like
cool.
3 days.
Okay.
And it was the best fucking ramen.
Better than like,
I've
have you ever been
had.
to Jinya?
Yeah.
And it's better than
I've
Jinya?
been there. I've been to Japan.
You've been to the Japan?
Wait, where?
I've been to the Japan.
Where in there?
I was in Osaka, and I went to Nara and Tokyo and Okinawa.
That's a lot of
Was sushi there better? You're not a big sushi girl?
No, I'm a big sushi girl. If there's one thing you can say about me, but I was 21 at the time, and I was kind of shitty. I was like, this isn't sushi. Why isn't it deep fried? Where's the avocado? I couldn't really appreciate it back then.
Did you eat at McDonald's when you were there?
I did, actually. I had a green tea McFlurry. It was fucking awesome.
What?
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
I did just have really, really tasty sushi a couple weeks ago. My sister treated me, and I think I showed you the pictures of the omakase when they just give you whatever's fresh and good.
Is that a real thing when the people eat sushi off of women in a thing? Or is that just in movies?
It's real,
That's
but
a real
I
thing?
don't get it.
I used to be a sushi model for a solid couple
Oh, you
years.
did that?
Yeah, from ages 18 to 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did somebody
Good money?
eat sushi off your body?
Yeah, off of my butthole only.
Oh, how much sushi can you put in there, though?
You can put a lot of sushi in
much
there, dude.
Sushi. What about sushi?
You know, Sexplanations, that girl, she came on our table talk, and we asked about it, and she was like, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
What's the pay?
And
if
it was,
you were able to ask her.
I would say, I don't know, it depends on what your day rate is.
What are the
as a
requirements?
model.
Be a hot girl?
Oh, as a
Yeah.
model. Okay.
Yeah, I think that she had something. She said it had something to do with like BDSM and like using somebody as a prop, and it's like humiliating. I don't know.
I was a prop in a play.
People actually get something out of that?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It just
People
seems
get
kind
their
of
kicks
boring.
anywhere.
Well, mostly the people eating the sushi get a plate because they're the plate. But then I guess the people being the plate get something out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
well, they get
the
paid.
the person being the sushi plate gets something sexual out of that?
Yeah, I think that that's part of it.
Okay.
Is like you're like I'm an object. That's
That's so hot.
What if we did that at like fast food restaurants, like at an Arby's? You come over and like
yeah.
there's roast beef
Onion
sandwiches.
rings on the nipples.
I'd like to eat some shredded roast beef off of a hot bod.
That was the perfect fast food restaurant that I could think of for that. I could do In-N-Out, a couple doubles.
Animal style, am I right?
This is going to be heinous. I think In-N-Out is overrated.
You say a lot of things that make me upset on a weekly basis. Like, I didn't like this movie. I didn't like this.
What was the last
food.
movie I didn't like that upset you? Moana.
Yeah, that
Yeah, you
fucking
hated
that made me
Moana.
that made
It's
me
not that I
mad.
hated it. I just don't think it was my favorite animated movie I've seen in a while. I just feel like I keep getting, keep seeing them, and they keep getting better and better and better, and this just felt like a step back.
Well, I know you also don't like it when the main characters aren't white.
I like it when they're not. I like it when they're white and they're not women.
Oh,
Ideally,
then that movie might not be for you.
You liked Kubo though.
I did. Kubo was my
Kubo was
favorite
fucking
animated
awesome.
movie of the year.
That
More
was.
than Zootopia, even.
I wish that people
Kubo was
paid
more
attention
inventive.
to stop motion. It's so like it's such a labor.
It cost so much fucking money. And like they did the numbers for Kubo, and it was like they had enough paper that they used in that movie to make like the origami to fill a skyscraper. Like it was insane.
Which skyscraper?
Big one.
And
The Mark
just
Anthony
any of them?
skyscraper.
The Mark Anthony.
Skyscraper.
Ooh, we're a little tired.
You haven't seen the Mark Anthony Sky Scarer episodes where he flies out of the sky in
it
bat
Sky
wings and
Scarab?
he scares pedestrians? That's what he calls them because he can't speak English good. I scare pedestrians. That's what Mark Anthony sounds like, I'm pretty sure, right? He's
Yeah.
married to Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yes. You
Mark
have so many
Anthony.
right
Celebrities
things
are so
right
crazy.
now. I know. Their lives are so much
Those are
different than
such
ours.
wacky lives, dude.
Yeah.
What was it? He did the song "I Need to Know," right? I need to know.
Can you show me?
I need to
But the
know.
publicity
Show me
like
where
me.
I'm going.
Cause
You don't know I'm knowing.
scared.
Hey, another animated movie. Did you guys see Secret Life of Pets?
No.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was fine.
I watched, I think, the first 20 minutes. That's the one with a dog who gets a new dog roommate, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I looked at the trailer for that, and it looked so promising.
Yeah,
Same
the
with,
trailer was
Storks.
better than the movie. I
Storks
liked it.
looked good. Was Storks bad?
Storks looked great. I didn't see it. Was Storks good?
I didn't see
Did you
Storks.
see Storks?
I didn't see Storks. I didn't see Trolls.
Storks.
I haven't seen Boss Baby. Why? 'Cause
Boss?
it's not
I
out
thought you were
yet.
thinking of Baby Driver.
No, Boss Baby. It's
Boss
Alec,
Baby.
Alec Baldwin. I don't think it's out
It's a
yet.
DreamWorks movie where a baby is trying to do
Oh, he's
something
a
with
little
dogs.
planner. That's right.
It's real kind of creepy. I don't think it's cute. He doesn't look cute. He looks
Well,
kind
it's
of
also
creepy.
Alec Baldwin. Like, what are we supposed to think that's cute? I think we're supposed to think it's like
He's
funny.
the cutest of the Baldwins.
I'm curious.
I don't
about
think
this
it's funny. I
movie.
think it's really cute. I think Alec Baldwin's really
a
cute.
little too cute. I think that baby's a little too cute.
For school?
Sometimes
Too
I
cute
think
for school.
sometimes I think I'm having a flash forward and I'm gonna wake up one day a baby with all the memories I have right now.
That would honestly be really cool. I would love
That'd
to
be
extend my
terrifying. Are
life.
you kidding?
Why?
I mean, I want to hear why it'd be cool first before.
Because
I
then I
shit all
could.
over it.
What if everything happened the way it was supposed to, and I could know how events were gonna happen?
And you can literally set up your life to be rich.
Oh,
Bam.
okay. Here's what I was imagining was you wake up one day and you're a baby, but you have all of the thoughts and like you're still as old as you are, and you're just like trapped inside a baby's body.
That would be a nightmare for like a little bit until you could start talking and be like, okay, let's like lay some ground
I
rules.
feel like I would appreciate it more if I were a baby with an adult brain, because I'd be like, fuck yeah, put me in a stroller.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd
Yeah.
want to eat better food though. You'd be like, I could eat better stuff than the mush, but
Yeah,
my tummy can't
blend up
handle
a
it.
hamburger.
Blend up a hamburger.
Would you be born with different
Hamburger.
parents?
That would be strange.
I feel like you'd have to be, because what's the chance your parents are going to be that old and then unless you're
I think it's a
going
time.
back.
It's a
you're going
it's a
back
back.
in
It's
time.
a
It's like a
flash
Benjamin
forward.
Button thing?
It's like a premonition.
What's the first thing you do? So say you come out of the womb. I mean, obviously, you know what? You probably start crying, just like a normal baby.
Yeah.
Invest in.
And you don't have your
stocks.
motor skills. Yeah, if you've got your brain, if
Yeah, I
you don't
can't
have your motor
drive.
skills, you can't drive. You can't you just shit yourself. You can't talk. Like,
man.
If you have the physical limitations of being a baby with an adult brain, I feel like that'd be shitty.
Maybe I could start doing like creepy baby things where like I write out like my social security number on like a. They're like,
think you're like a
"Oh."
prodigy.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, he's just an average adult in a baby body. He's like a kind of like 10th grade reading level like a baby. So it's like impressive then, but in a couple years it won't be that cool.
Yeah, you
anymore.
would be young famous
Yeah.
on Oprah. She doesn't exist anymore, but you know what I mean, like Ellen DeGeneres or something. And then
No, Oprah is on those Weight Watcher commercials.
Alan Degenerate.
Alan DeGenerate.
What if time changes and now it's Alan DeGenerate?
I would watch Alan Degenerate, except that now that word has association with Trump supporters.
Oh.
Speaking of which, now imagine if you were 80 years old and suddenly you had the brain of a child, brain of a baby.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's pretty much the same. Like once you go senile, like you pretty much
Your
become a
brain
baby.
becomes mush?
When you get a moose brain and you have to get diapers again, and you have to have somebody help.
I
feed
wouldn't
you and
mind
bathe
having.
you.
I wouldn't mind having diapers. Maybe for my dignity, it wouldn't be great, but I don't think I'd really mind having a diaper again.
People are into that.
I'm not into it that
Diapers,
way.
yeah, they're a
like,
thing.
People are like into diapers.
Do people
yeah.
shit in
Like,
them?
I
And
think
then,
some probably.
What's
I
that
think
thing in
they
Orange
pee
is
in
the New
'em.
Black where their whole business is selling like destroyed
Panties.
underwear, panties?
Yeah.
Oh,
fun
why?
fact. No, it's not destroyed. It's
Like
Soil.
wrecked.
if Bree were on this podcast, she'd back me up that this is something probably a lot of women your age have considered doing, because a pair of your old ass underwear will go for like $75 to $100 a pop. And I looked into it.
Do guys do guys have that too? Do guys can do that too?
I don't think there's a market really for
What if you just
men
say
to
you're a
sell their
girl?
underwear. Well,
In the underworld.
You could
in the underworld.
in Underworld Evolutions. It's Kate
Turns
Beckinsale's.
Turns out that you actually do have to show your face, and you can't just like mail someone your panties for money. You have to like it's like same thing as foot fetish modeling, where it's like you think, oh, that's harmless, like I'm just showing my feet, but also you have to like write a bio and show
Why do you
your
have
face.
to?
Because that's how you make money. Because it's not about
Okay, I'll
like,
write my bio right now. And pretend to be a girl. Have you seen me as a girl?
Couldn't you like
do I have
hire a
do I have
model
the
friend?
ability to see you as a girl?
Try it. Close
Look
your
at me
eyes.
as a girl.
Do you see it? Oh,
Oh yeah, there it is.
yeah.
Pretty good, right?
I don't know
my
why I
bio.
mirrored your face.
Couldn't you just get like a model friend to pretend to be the girl, and then you just sell your
Just
underwear?
get a
Hi.
stock image.
I'm Sarah.
Blumenfeld.
Blue Man Group. I'm Sarah Blumen Group. And I'm here to tell you that these panties are dripping wet with soy sauce.
Ooh, yeah.
That's right. These ones come predisposed with brown sugar and soy sauce. They're special brand teriyaki panties,
Yum.
and you can get them for a mere $2.
Wow, you
$200.
aimed- There you go.
Panties.
All right, you aimed real low.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that these are the best panties you're gonna get.
Are they low
that's the
sodium
end
or
of the
are they
bio.
regular soy sauce?
They're mild.
Mild sodium.
Mild sodium.
Yeah, they're mild soy sauce.
Did you guys ever, speaking of which, do you guys ever eat a lot of MSG in one sitting?
I don't know what that is.
MSG is a flavor component.
That's mostly in Chinese food, right?
Yeah, Asian cooking uses it. You can actually sprinkle it on.
Sprinkle.
It comes in like a shaker, and it got a really bad rap. It brings an umami flavor to things.
Wow, isn't it like
And
it just you retain water, something like that?
Can't
Or
you not
it's-
sleep or something?
People have said a lot of different things about it. I used to think that you get nightmares from it, and I love getting nightmares. And so one time, my friend Bobby and I stayed up all night and ate like a fuck ton of MSG.
Did you get nightmares?
No, I just got sick.
Fair enough. That sounds about right.
Alyssa said I had a nightmare the other day where I don't know if I told this on the last podcast, but I definitely told you, where she said I woke up in the middle of the night screaming, "The cockroaches are everywhere! The cockroaches are everywhere!" And she tried to like push me over because I was like laying on her then because I was so afraid. And I just remember barely hearing this because I wasn't really awake, but I remember hearing, "Oh, you're so sticky, dude. Get over it. So sweaty. Go." And she just like rolled me over on my side. So I was a little limp cockroach boy that night.
Oh, cockroaches.
What do you
are the
think spurred on
worst.
the cockroach dream? Could it
Spurt?
be
Could it be?
all of them here? The ones you play with? The ones
They're coming back for you.
Yeah.
I'm not here to say that I put a cockroach on Eric's chair this morning,
You did.
but I am going to say that I did because he's been taking my chair for 3 days a week now. There are a few ways that you can really combat that, you know?
There's been a cockroach in the girls' bathroom for like 3 weeks, and it hasn't moved. And I'm upset that nobody's handled it.
They're probably doing it for attention.
Yeah. The cockroaches?
The cockroaches.
Yeah.
If you just
quite
paid a little
bad.
attention and every once in a while, they probably go away.
I'll get Steven Septic to go get him. Go get that cockroach.
I cleaned 3 out of I think it was the girls' bathroom. Not the one over here, but on the other side the guys go into as well.
Yeah.
It's a singular one, but I cleaned
Yeah.
3 out of that, and I didn't ask for thanks, so I am now.
Wow. Oh,
Thank
thank you.
Thank
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Did you
you.
guys see there was a video? Okay, I love the shows like My Strange Addiction and like, ooh.
Oh wait, I know.
all
I might.
those-
I like rubbing balloons on my ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a
But
girl.
there's a girl that loves cockroaches and she keeps them in like Tupperwares and she's like, they're so cute.
I gotta look
I
this
haven't
up.
I haven't watched it.
No.
What?
No. The video is like this. She's a little girl, and like the way they portray like her loving them is like you see one crawling around her room, and she kind of freaks out. Then she pulls back her blankets on her bed, and there's just a bed of cockroaches. And
They're
she's-
huge!
Yes,
No,
she
no,
plays
no,
with
no,
them,
no,
and
no.
she pets them, and they're so gross.
Dude, what?
I say no, sir, no, sir.
Oh no!
I say
she
no.
has so many.
I say no, sir.
What the fuck?
I kind of have
no.
a fear. Did you guys ever see the original Mummy movies with Brendan
Oh,
Fraser?
yeah.
Remember the scarabs?
Also, still the best ride at Universal Studios.
It's really fun. But remember the scarabs?
Yes,
Yeah,
and they go under his skin.
I always have a fear that all cockroaches are gonna crawl in my skin and eat out my
Oh,
brain.
they're gross. I hate them. But that show is great. I love the guy that gets turned on by his pool float animals.
Yeah.
He's like in a relationship. He doesn't even get turned on by them. He's like in a committed relationship.
Does
He's
that
a
mean he-
No, it's
polygamist.
very serious.
Does that mean
Yeah.
he talks to it?
Yes. There's got to
does?
be communication in any relationship, Sam.
That's key. You're very right.
All right, pretend I'm your stuffed animal or whatever it is right now. Go.
Hell yeah.
You always act like this.
You fucking slut.
Get over
Sorry,
here. You don't change. You're the... I'm so sorry,
Look
baby.
at that shit. we're having two very different dialogues with our
You guys are
toy.
both my parents for some reason. And action.
I'm so disappointed.
Son's not doing too good.
Go do your homework.
Why does he look like that? Are those your jeans?
I wish you were better at sports. That one got real.
What sport are you guys the best at?
Swim.
Swan diving.
Swim.
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 I love to swim. It is very fun, and I like doing it.
But you're a good dancer too, right? You did hip hop. You're a hip hopsman.
Yes, I did. I did do that. I did
Yeah,
that. Do that
Why
for
does everyone keep
years.
saying you're a great dancer? You did dancing for
did.
years.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes
knows
me
how
a
to
good.
tut.
You can do things for a very long time and still not be good at them. Cut to a clip of SourceFed Nerd. That was a burn towards
He got
me.
he got us.
He got me.
He got-
Oh no, that wasn't towards you. That was towards me. But you can get I danced for a while and it's rough. It's rough. There's a music video you can go and find. And to be fair, I learned the dance in like a few hours before going and doing it for the video, but it was embarrassing.
You must be able to retain knowledge very well because choreography just escapes me. Same with
hard.
lines, same with anything that requires short-term memory. Absolutely not possible.
Choreography
How
is
are you with
hard.
names?
Bad.
Me
I didn't. I
too.
thought Star's name was Store for the first 2 months of working here.
Got her.
Dorleen.
That's a
Storm.
classic prank.
I'm a varsity tennis player.
Really?
Yeah.
You still do that?
Tennis courts are a lot harder to find here that are not like filled up already.
Oh.
Yeah. So I never really play. I still have my rackets and my.
Hi.
I still have my my rackets in my closet.
Did you ever get a tennis elbow?
No, I get carpal tunnel from playing Overwatch though.
You fucking nerd.
nerd.
Oh my god.
Why do people?
You're such
Let
a
me ask you,
fucking nerd. Oh my god.
Steven. Why do people like Overwatch? And do they like?
I can't talk about Overwatch anymore. I talked about it in the past 3 podcasts.
Do they like it more than? Let me just ask. Do they like it more than people liked Destiny? Because it seems.
Yeah,
like that
no,
was,
Overwatch is more popular even than Destiny, which is surprising.
A lot of people I thought didn't like Destiny.
A lot of people don't like Destiny.
I tried to play it for a second
know
and
a
I
girl
got
named
Well, a lot of
bored.
people say what is her
Me
last
too.
name and social security number. What's Destiny like? I knew a person named
She does
Desiree.
nails.
I knew a Desiree.
I've never met a cool Desiree. But hopefully someday.
Isn't Desiree one of Bree's characters?
Desiree
There's a Desiree Barnes, yes. But
I
I
like
know-
that Desiree.
I knew a Desiree though, and she was
Ricky's got a Red Bull.
just as uncool. Ricky knows a Desiree.
She sounds like a Evian song.
Evanescence.
Desiree, Desiree, Desiree.
Evanescence should come
Oh.
back.
Who's the one that does a sail away, sail away?
That's
Evanescence.
no.
Come Sail Away?
Yeah.
Is that Enya?
Is it Enya? I feel like it was on the Pure Moods CD.
Oh, it's
that we
Ezra
got.
Koenig from Vampire Weekend, I believe. He
it's
did that song.
Creek.
Creedence Clearwater Revival did that song. Creatine.
What's the worst name I can give my child? It's okay for a boy or a girl.
Bert.
Bert. For
All the names I'm thinking of are cute.
Saul.
Saul. It's not great.
Store.
Store is a classic one. I always wanted to do. I brought this up before, but Liz, and her full name is Lizard.
Oh.
And then she has to write that on her license. And for every SAT,
Can her full name be
Lizards.
lizards?
Yeah,
like plural.
Lizards.
lizards. She's a group of them.
I want to name my daughter Deathany.
That's amazing.
That's so cool. What do you call her short? Do you call her just Death? Or
Death.
D?
D probably is
You
the
do
safer
D?
one.
Okay, you guys, listen to this. This tweet. Fighting baseball for Super Famicom. Some Japanese guy had to come up with a whole league of fake American names. These are some good names.
Fake American names?
Yeah. Sleeve McDykel. Onsen Sweeney. You want to alternate?
Yeah. What is it? Daryl Archideld?
That sounds American.
Anatoly Smorin.
Anatoly.
Ray McSriff.
Glenn Allen Mixon.
Wait, did you say Glen Ellen? That's my hometown.
Glen Ellen?
Glen Ellen, Illinois.
I guess he just kind of
Probably
summed some
looked
stuff
at
up.
places.
That's weird as shit.
I like Kevin Nagili.
I like Bob's and Dugnut.
Yeah.
And I like Todd Gonzalez.
Todd Gonzalez.
Just a really good place to
What's
come.
William Dustis?
All these
Willie
people sound like
Justice.
baseball players.
Dwight Rortugal.
Dwigged. That's from The Office.
Dwigged?
Yes, Michael tries to he writes a screenplay, and the idiot character's name is Dwight, so he does a search and replace and changes it to Samuel, but then he misspelled Dwight once, and it stayed in the script, so it was Dwigged. Yeah.
Man, you've really been burning through The Office.
I've watched
again.
The Office 5 times. I'm now through Parks and Rec, and I forgot how positive and how happy that show is, and it's so funny, and
I've
I
never
miss it.
seen it. I
It's
gotta watch
so
it.
good.
Wait, which one's positive? You mean Parks and Rec is
Parks
the
and
positive
Rec,
one?
yes.
Office gets sad sometimes.
It gets fucking depressing
Dude,
in
The
that
Office-
last season.
I was so bummed out when Michael left. I'm sure everybody was,
Yeah.
but
They
it
should have
just
ended it.
Andy needs to just be a number 2 always.
Yeah.
I started when I was rewatching it. I realized I'm like, your character is so pointless here. Your character is like, it's like not Dwight because Dwight's fun. You're not Michael. You're just kind of in between, and you're kind of awful.
None of them could have taken Michael's spot.
I think
so
the people were like done with it once he was done. They didn't want to give it a chance. I don't even remember that last season.
yeah, I think it was 3 seasons without Michael, right?
2.
I started watching.
It could only last 1 and then a farewell season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I started watching the new season of Love over the weekend. Have you guys seen that show?
Oh, is that the one with the a millennial couple who has
Yeah.
who have all these millennial issues?
Yeah.
Classic.
It's called Just Millennial Things. It's directed by Judd Apatow.
Cuck life.
Cuck Life. It's real sad. If you've ever been in LA and dated and I feel like it's pretty hyper specific to living in LA, but also just dating in your 20s.
I try not to date
You shouldn't.
because of my relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good reason.
That's
not
a
to.
solid. I appreciate that.
Have you guys ever been on a really bad date?
Yep.
Never. I've never been on a bad date.
It's
I've
super
dated
cool.
very few people.
She complained constantly about everywhere, like literally what I wore, my car,
That's
like a bunch
fucked.
of stuff.
Oh, she
And
criticized your outfit?
yeah, then
You're such a good dresser.
I was wearing the nicest button-up and tie that I had.
What'd she say about it?
She was like, "You couldn't have worn something better." I believe that was what.
And that
I
was your
heard.
first date?
Do you think she was negging?
That was the only date.
Was she negging you?
What?
Dude,
Oh,
negging
like,
is so that's so
sorry.
annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
if she-
you didn't dress better, why didn't you take that shirt off?
Sorry,
Was it
she
like
ended
that?
up looking
Yeah.
like an asshole. So we went to dinner, then saw a movie, and then I took her back to her house, and I was like, "Okay, bye." And then I tried to get back in my car. She's like, "Oh, you're not gonna kiss me?" And I'm like,
She seems really entitled.
and I did a kiss, and then I went in my car, and then
You
I
did a
drove back.
kiss?
Did a kiss.
You gave her
What am I
you
supposed to
gave
do
her
if
her
I'm like-
lip, your
You
lips.
can't
And
believe
that-
you gave her a slice of those smoochers.
You give her a slice of that cheddar cheese on top of that sweet apple pie lips, boys.
Can we get that visualized at all? I would really like
cheddar
that.
cheese on
With
top
this
of
noise.
What did you? A slice of those smoochers? Slice of those smoochers is a really good
So
one.
she negged you, and you gave her a kiss. I don't
It
understand.
worked.
Did she apologize at all, or the entire
No,
time?
she started to guilt me on why I didn't call her after, and I said I was very honest. I was like, that was not a very good date, and we did not gel.
I don't like you as a person.
Was she like, "What? Are you serious?"
And then she bothered me for a couple months. Then I blocked her. Then I unblocked her, and then she started bothering me again, and then I blocked her again.
Oh no.
Cheers.
So wait, what was her?
no.
This is super interesting to me. What was her response to that? Was a bad date?
I was just honest, and she said why, and I was like, I don't think I need to explain a play-by-play of why the date was.
But you're
not
kind of
good.
an asshole.
Yeah, and this is like years ago, so I don't know. It's not a big deal anymore.
No, it's a big deal to me now.
Oh, okay.
So how'd you meet her?
Tinder.
Ah,
Yikes.
that's where all the best romances.
See, that's
come
why
from.
Tinder, at least for me back in the day, was just used as a feel-good item.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like
think
you
a
get
lot of
right
people
swipe.
use it like that. They
Yeah.
just like you can when you see a pretty person and they like you, but nothing ever happens.
I've heard of very few Tinder success stories.
I
I'm
had
sure they're
Tinder
out
for
there.
a minute, and
I met my wife through it.
Yeah, what's
You
her
met a
name?
wife?
And told
Panera Bread.
that's where we met.
I met my wife, Panera Bread. I went on a Tinder. I had Tinder 1 minute. I didn't ever go on a date, but I deleted it, and a guy found my Facebook through it, and then messaged me for like months and months. And then I was like, "Hey, man, please stop messaging me." And he was like, "You fucking cunt," and then blocked me.
Submitted that to Creepy Text Theater.
Oh.
Yeah, I should have actually, but they get their own material.
Why do people feel the need to get angry when people don't want to be?
There's a lot of people feel
Why do
entitled for
fools
some
fall
reason.
in love?
But like, no, that's not love. That's like a weird possessive thing. Maybe that is love.
It's love.
I don't know. I think people are just raised differently. I have always gone through life expecting that people are going to hate me.
Me too.
Which has really helped me. It's been a humbling experience
Yeah,
my entire life.
keeps
And
you
then when
here.
something good happens, I'm like, this is a welcome surprise that I would have never expected to happen to me.
But you still know it can get worse.
Yeah,
so you
exactly.
always
Yeah, yeah.
appreciate the good time.
I have the exact opposite experience. I always go into everything just super, super. You love me right
This
now.
is why you're the
This
most
is-
depressed person in the
this
office.
is so sad. I think it helps me be a nicer person if I think that I'm being well received.
I've never met someone as genuinely happy all the time as you.
I'm a very thoroughly happy person. I had to do work on it though. I had to work
I
on
have
myself.
to learn how to do that.
How do you
Yeah.
guys make yourselves happy?
Spending time alone, having
Dude.
hobbies.
Dude, holy
Being
shit.
honest.
What did you say?
Straight up, yeah.
Okay, you
And
agree?
it's just for a brief second too, because then you're like afterwards you're like, and you start looking and you're just like,
Then there's shame.
Are you guys talking about
Masturbating.
touching yourself?
Yeah.
I said
That
masturbating
works.
very quietly.
Hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of about it.
I find it
mean,
very
unless-
sinful.
The fifth time during a Saturday, you're kind of like, this ain't great.
You gotta put a positive spin on it. Say,
I
I'm
think
going
I should
for
go
a
to the
new
beach.
record.
I should have gone to the beach and done it there.
Oh.
Get sand all up in there.
It depends on, I guess, what level of sad. Sometimes a song will bring me out of it, but that's very rare. Sometimes Vyvanse will bring me.
Vyvanse works.
Fucking Adderall is real helpful.
Sometimes I'll actually read something that's, those like positive sads, like something that'll make you do a happy cry, and then like that like it
Oh, the
release-
crying releases your
Yeah.
Yeah,
sadness.
just to get a little tear. Like there's like a couple like comic books I have that I'm like, I know by the end of this it's gonna be happy tears. So I get through it and I'm like, you know what, I feel better.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes you just need to not bottle that up. And
Yeah,
like,
it's just
a
drugs for me,
release.
though.
But is it impressive of how much I can repress some feelings?
I think that we were talking about this like last week, and we were both really grumpy for some reason. I realized that if I am feeling cranky, I need to just like sit in that for a little while and just like put on some like angry music and just be like, and then I'll get
Yep.
bored with feeling angry, and then
now I'm
I'll
angry.
I'll be like, done, finished. I
You know
did
what?
it.
This office, I was watching one of Phil's vlogs earlier, and he was right. This office needs windows.
Yes.
We need a little more
We need
windows.
a little vitamin D in our lives.
We have, I mean, I was going to go tanning after this because I'm the palest boy. This is the palest I've ever been. And it makes all of my facial features look excruciatingly
I would
plump.
love to
I
see
look
you super
pasty.
tan.
Let's
I
go
would
get
love-
really tan.
Dude, finally, you asked me.
Yeah, we can share a bed.
You
We
guys
can share a
don't,
tanning
don't
bed.
do the.
That'll be like so. You've done a real tanning bed before,
no,
right?
it's so bad for you. Get a spray tan.
I don't care. Give me cancer, honestly.
They.
I should. This isn't wood. I don't care. But imagine, because you know how do you do the tanning bed and then you smell bad afterwards?
It's like a cooked.
Yeah,
it's
you
like a
smell cooked.
Yeah. No, I like it. It's like you
I
get
like
like
a barbecue boy.
you get like that pool of sweat too. You're like, this is gross.
You guys both have done tanning beds before?
Yes. Also,
And
I had
have
really
not.
bad. I had really bad acne, and no matter like whatever medication I used, like it didn't work. But a lot of vitamin D does. Like a lot of like UV cooks your skin, and it helps with acne. So I would use those during the winter time.
You gotta go to the spray tan because then you have a lady come and she sprays all over your body and she can contour. She can give you abs and she can like she just draws them on with brown paint.
With her fingers.
I don't want to be naked in front of someone random though.
Why?
Like your doctor.
I don't know. I just don't want to be naked in front of people.
Have you been? Have you had a physical?
Yeah, I've had it years ago.
Have you ever been naked?
You should get another one. Oh.
I mean,
He's never nude.
I never knew that was the best episode. Holy shit!
Oh, man,
I have
love
seen
it.
that.
Oh, that's the
episode.
entire show.
But the reveal episode.
I was gonna bring this up actually. So crazy that I was talking to Alyssa about Arrested Development the other night, and we were saying like good stuff about it, and then there was something in my brain that was like, bring up how you hated the fourth season. Bring up how you hated the fourth season. Then I was like, no, I'm gonna be positive the entire time. And then I was like. And I sucked it down. And then I was going to make a tweet about it even. I was like, I did a really positive thing today. I didn't talk shit when I needed to. And now I'm doing it now.
You
So-
know,
Very
it's
cool.
not like that's not talking shit though. That's just saying you didn't enjoy something.
But I always have to add that to it. I always have to be like, I like that, but this was shit. You know?
Recently, I've been trying to be more positive too. I've been forgetting, but it's been an active thought that I've had.
But
about
most of
being
it
more
has just
positive.
been the result of short-term memory loss.
Yeah, a little bit.
you guys just gotta spend more time around me. I like everything most of the time.
What's your
I'm
favorite
like
thing?
everything. My favorite thing? Oh, back rubs.
Why do girls like back rubs?
Back
Why
rubs
do
are the
girls
fucking
like-
best. How could you
Yeah.
not like a back
Dude,
rub?
I can go a day without a back rub.
No, this is perfect.
You're
Actually, a
crazy.
dude that doesn't love back rubs is almost as good as a back rub because then
I
you
never
don't have to
expect it.
reciprocate.
Yeah, truly.
Damn.
Back rubs are great.
I need back rubs.
Honestly, I think that physical contact is so important for your mental well-being,
Mm-hmm.
and also it just feels good if you're like if you got a knot and it's like, "Argh, get in there.
If I'm
like,
not boning, I'll be zoning in on my sadness, is what I always say.
That's a good. Yeah, man, I wish you were a motivational speaker. I wish you were.
Can you put that on a shirt?
Yeah.
I will buy it.
You guys are all. You guys are all. Yeah, I think I should put that on a shirt.
Cream. Cream.
Crumble.
Criminal.
Is that your name? Sorry.
Crivelton.
Creatine?
What's that sport?
Crivelton. You guys ever take Crivelton before you hit the gym?
Actually, creatine's not supposed to be. I mean, it helps, right? But then if you go off of creatine, you stop working out, you become fucking fat or
Supposed
something.
to make your muscles
Something
big.
like that, yeah.
Because does it retain water and then eventually you just let all your water loose? That's not scientific. Then nothing I'm saying is
a
right.
water balloon.
Do you guys ever take the pre-workout formulas?
Yes, they make you sweat and kind of itch because your blood's pumping.
It's going.
What the hell is in those?
It's a lot of just like legal speed. I probably told this story on the podcast before, but I shit my pants at the gym once because of a pre-workout.
Sometimes when I'm doing tricep pull downs, I get like not an erection, but it's like the blood goes to my chin.
Yeah, no, I know what you
I'll be
mean.
pulling it down like, oh. More.
I'll never have that experience.
I've definitely played a dangerous game where I like all the blood started to rush out of my face and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'll do a leg press." And I start to
no.
like do it. I'm like, "Hey, look at that!" Lock them up, and I just like kind of like get to the bathroom as quick as I can. I've never like full on.
I wasn't at the gym. I had just parked, and I got a big tub of this like pre-workout mix that was like a Kool-Aid mix, and I made myself a big old glass.
Oh, that's so gross.
And it was like the grossest, like powdery raspberry formula.
That's so not worth it.
Well, it was fucked up because I got it for free because I was working for this company doing marketing for this pre-workout formula. They wanted to start marketing it towards gamers, and they
It's called
got it.
Gamma.
Yes.
Ah, dude! Use code KEEM.
Dude, I was
oh my
the
God.
reason they started putting those in GameStop because they brought me and I was
Holy
like
shit.
21. They were like, "What do nerds like?" And I was like, I don't know.
Oh man.
Did you go in
Yeah,
the next
Gamma.
day and like, "Hey, you sons of bitches"?
I told my boss, I was like, "This stuff made me
You're buying me.
shit."
You're
Now
buying
they
me new
market it-
workout pants.
I'm pretty sure now Gamma is marketed as basically like a coffee substitute for gamers.
Yeah, it's for like MLG.
Why?
I've never felt
Why?
safe drinking any pre-workout mix. I feel
You
like
shouldn't. It's
I
not
feel like
safe.
I'd be better off taking acid. I don't know why. I just feel like if I took acid, my body would be better off than if I took pre-workout.
at the gym.
just
Yeah,
in
'cause
general,
that sounds like
just
a nightmare doing that at the gym.
I think
pre-workouts can't be healthy at all.
It's in small doses.
I feel like you have
everything.
to. Your body has to have a
I mean,
bunch of
I
negative
feel like
repercussions for that.
they're unhealthy the way that like a lot of caffeine is unhealthy.
Well, there
or
goes our
like,
fucking Gamma
or like Red
sponsorship.
Bulls. By the way, Sam, you said that you gave those up. What happened, man?
I went through some shit recently, and I needed to make sure I stay on top of it. Guess what? Last week, my most productive week all year is when I started drinking these again.
He needed,
so,
he needed to
Sam-
get back on that bowl.
You
yes.
need to get yourself an Adderall prescription.
Hey.
I take Concerta.
What's that? Is that the same thing,
It's
kind
the
of?
same. I
Let's
think it's
switch
like
up. Let's trade 'em.
slow release. Concerta is dope, but I'm like a little concerned about the long-term effects on my liver.
As
or,
am I,
like,
but then I'm also not that interested in them. So
You
I
like move on to other things
Yeah.
when you start thinking about that. Yeah.
by then we could just grow livers and
yeah, right.
replace them.
Stem.
You could use them for water balloon fights.
Livers?
Yes.
What's that thing they use? Stem codes? Stem.
Stem
Cells.
Stem
Ah,
codes.
There you go.
To download squarespace.com.
Oh,
Bring it back
Get
around.
a free trial on your organ harvesting. Organ
Oregon.
foresting.
A forest full of organs.
Good
I
night.
perform arson.
Arson's not good, right?
Did you guys ever light anything on fire before?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Like stuff
Oh.
that you weren't supposed to light on
Yes.
fire?
I mean, what can you light on fire that you're supposed to light on fire besides like
A
firewood?
bonfire?
Candles.
Yeah. No, I've done many things with fire.
What was the
Name-
biggest thing you lit on fire?
Ooh.
Never anything bad, but like I just see what happens if I like lit something not plastic, but just some bullshit. You know, you bring out some bullshit from your room when you're a kid, or when you're an adult like me, and you put it on your backyard. Oh, you know what? Recently, I tried to see if my old phone would light on fire. I tried to see what I could do with that. I put lighter
Wow.
fluid on top of it, and I put it on top of a big flat rock.
What was the phone?
It was a Samsung S6.
Oh. What
Terrible
happened?
phone.
What happened?
Well, let me bring you into a little play-by-play of what happened when I put lighter fluid and burnt my phone. So, I put the phone on the rock, and then I poured lighter fluid on it, and then I put it on fire, and it lit up, and it got melty. But not so melty where the entire phone was melted. And I lit it for a good solid 20 minutes. Like, I kept squirting little bits of lighter fluid on it. Sometimes the flames would get as big as 2 feet. And
Did you put
that's
it
when,
in rice after?
That's when I put it in rice.
I fixed it.
And it was fine.
No, it got black and shitty.
I feel like I had a curiosity about fire when I was in high school, and it just like light my shoe or whatever on fire, and I'd be like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen, and then I'd light it on fire, and I'd be like, it's on fire. Cool.
That's the exact same reaction with the 1,000-degree knife challenge.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same reaction. It's like, cool. And then you're like,
I don't know what I was expecting.
yeah.
That's exactly what people get out of those videos that are like, the 1,000-degree knife challenge and
they cut
like
through
the
something?
hydraulic press thing where it's just
Yeah.
you just watch, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're like waiting for the entire 2 minutes for their monetization, and then in the 20 seconds left, you finally see what happens. You're like,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
It did the thing.
Yeah,
I love that hydraulic press thing. That's so cool. That's
I
You don't
like
think
it
it gets
too.
old?
Oh, it definitely does. But I still love it. And they always do like that claymation. They make like a clay figure at the end, and it gets smushed, and it just pops out the sides, and it looks cool.
Yeah, those are fun.
People probably get off to that.
I like those.
Yeah.
I like those
Probably.
oddly satisfying things like the hydraulic press, and I like slime videos.
You just showed
What are
me
slime?
those.
What is this trend that's happening? It's fucking weird. It's so weird, and it's like a really gross trend that's not cool. It's like the Spider-Man and Elsa thing.
Oh, are you
What
talking
is
about
that?
like H3H3 talking?
He talked about
that
it
shit?
recently, and there was
What's
someone else
that?
that just brought up one that was even worse,
It's
and it was
not
like,
it's not a trend. It's literally like kids who are like have their parents' phones will just watch it, and they will make millions and millions of dollars because it's just like a playlist, and kids will just like go to the next one, go to the next one, and it's just like
is that like porn
two
for
people-
kids or something?
No, it's just like Spider-Man and Elsa like playing house. And
No,
they're
there's
just,
one
like,
that's like literally porn now.
Wait, what are you talking? What is
So there's
this?
a big
Yeah.
trend on YouTube, and it's what kids are watching, and it's of a guy dressed as Spider-Man, a girl dressed as Elsa, and they're playing house. And one that I just watched recently was them like doing sex moves in the video. It's
Is
like
it
actually
the one that Ethan and Hilo were like, this guy's got his butt up in the air.
No, it was one that came out I think fairly recently, and it was them actually. It was a different YouTuber that talked about it.
I
but
love YouTubers.
I just want to know why Spider.
I don't. But what's is it's like a bad thing, or like I mean the sex
It's
stuff
gross.
sounds bad.
Like if you
but-
watch the videos, you'd be like, "This is uncomfortable," and I wouldn't probably want my kids watching it. Or maybe you'd be like,
No,
"I
it's
love
good.
my kids watching these."
I think that it's my little cousin loves those videos. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if the specific like Spider-Man Elsa ones, but they love the unboxing like Kinder eggs and
Oh,
toys,
yeah.
and it's just like bright, colorful things that they can just watch and then like keep watching, and that's why it makes so much money.
My nephews don't watch YouTube right now. They're only like watching like Netflix. Like occasionally watch Netflix or occasionally like watch a movie, but my sister doesn't have them watching a lot of TV right now. And for some reason, I'm like, okay, thank God, because I don't want them when they figure out what YouTube is and like start watching. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's gonna be like in the future for when they grow up. I'm like, it's just gonna be so fucking weird. It's just gonna be so.
Have you ever been around
weird.
nephews or relatives that have started watching your videos?
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, they.
Worst thing that's ever happened.
It's
yeah,
so
I
strange.
hate it.
I was at a Thanksgiving dinner with Alyssa's family, and
Oops.
her
Ooh.
dad brought up. I think it was my channel, but he didn't say the name. And
Uh-huh.
then I don't remember how the kids found it, but they were at the kiddie table. They started watching a SourceFed video, and that's not the worst thing they could have watched,
Mm-hmm.
but it was it was like a porn episode,
Yeah.
and I had to just rush over and be like, "Ah, this is."
Well, especially like the sense of humor I think that we use is a little more irreverent than like our dads understand. Like my sister's husband's dad shares every SourceFed video and
Aw.
every Metal Sucks video
Aw,
and
that's
Bloody
really nice.
Disgusting. He's so sweet and supportive, but like I know that's any joke is like gonna not be the kind of joke that he enjoys. And like even I like the stuff that we're making, but I'm not like really the demographic for most of our stuff.
Yeah, my parents don't get anything I do
Yeah.
for the most part. I think once in a while they'll be like, "Hey, you know what? I understood that one."
Parents, they just don't understand.
They still ask about like how Joe is. They always they ask about like older hosts because that's when like I showed them when I right when I started working, and they're like, "What are they up to?" I'm like, "I don't know. Like they're doing other things now. Like I just don't keep up.
You guys
track.
want to keep in contact?
Yeah, not every day.
I thought it was your best friend.
Uh-huh.
I want to hear about your weekend, Sam. I want to hear. I want to hear about that 0G experience.
Oh my God!
Sam was telling me that he couldn't get a boner.
Oh, I didn't try to get a boner. There's a difference. I didn't try to get a boner.
He didn't know that. Okay, I'll let you talk about it because
Oh.
this baffled me when it actually happened.
Okay, so Steve Zaragoza got an invite from Sony to do some promotional work for the Passengers DVD Blu-ray release.
Yeah.
So we went to a party Friday night, and then Saturday, he had a ticket to go do those zero-G flight experiences where you get to experience weightlessness.
Yeah.
He did not want to go. It's not his thing. So he offered to let me go. And that was fucking amazing because it's a dream come true. Always wanted to do it.
And it's $5,000 per person.
Per person. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa.
So, but it was a free thing for us. So we met at a hotel in the morning and like Justine and like Nade Shot, he's a gamer, and a couple other people were there. I met Sean Johnson, the Olympian, which was
However,
but I didn't know who she was, and I asked, "What do you do?" And everyone gave me looks, and she said, she's a gymnast, and I was like, "Oh, cool." And like I didn't like
how humble, right?
I'm
just a gymnast.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool." I'm like, I just didn't think about it. And then someone on Snapchat, thank you so much, you corrected me. But then we made it to like the place, and they gave us these awesome flight suits, and I'm gonna wear this forever because it's so
it's already getting a little crusty.
Yeah, it is. I ate in it and I slept in it. But we were getting ready to go, and the experience was amazing. But I accidentally took 2 Dramamine before we did it, so I was asleep before and after the experience. But during the experience, I was wide awake. But 2 little mishaps happened. One dude vomited, but it didn't go everywhere. He had a bag, and he went into the back, and he vomited by himself. Very nice.
Oh, that's
Second,
good.
a girl. 2 people fell on her, and she broke her leg in 2 places.
What?
Yes, but she's okay. I mean, she's fine
She's
now.
dead now.
She's
I mean,
two places?
or maybe it's one
Who
place.
fell on her?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I thought she just sprained
2
her
of the
ankle.
larger blokes that were there.
Mm-hmm. Probably blokes.
Blokes.
Nice. I like blokes. But no, it was amazing. And for the most part, I only just like floated around. I didn't really try to do any tricks. But
What
then
did it feel like?
it was like the absence of a feeling.
Was it dizzying?
No.
Did it feel like you were underwater?
Because it was like underwater, you have a resistance to the water. So
Right.
when you would push off of something, there was no resistance.
So how does a plane work? How does it do this? Because
It's
it's
in a
not like, you're not
parabolic-
actually in zero gravity.
No, it's a parabolic flight pattern, so it's going in waves. So the way you have to achieve that is you have to fly up at an angle, and you feel 1.8 G, so it's heavy. You'll feel heavier, and then it starts the trajectory down, which is basically they kind of almost fly nose down into the ground for 30 seconds, and that's when you get to basically it's like falling in a vacuum, so you don't have wind resistance.
How big is the plane?
It's a 737. It's like a normal commercial
It's like a
flight.
big, big plane.
Mhm. It's not a
Boy.
40. It's not like a 747, which is huge. 737 is like a normal plane, or 727. I don't know. But yeah, it's like there were like 40 people in there, and we all had
40
room
people
to.
times 5,000. That's $200,000 per travel.
Jeez.
$20,000.
Yeah. You're close. There is something. There is math there.
Is it true that they're not going to do that porn in space because you can't get a erection?
I have heard you
in
can't
space?
get an erection in space.
I'll be the first to say you can get an erection in space.
Thank you.
And I'll
I
prove
mean,
it.
maybe you can, but not.
What if you had
everybody.
Viagra?
No, that's not. That still doesn't.
It's the.
that would
it's
increase
the-
your blood flow. It wouldn't guarantee that it all stays in your pee-pee.
So let's say you have a stronger one. No, that's not science.
It's like you mean a stronger penis compared to other men?
You would need probably like an actual penis
Would you?
bone.
What if you
Yeah.
took a lot of creatine and had a buff ass
and did your
dick?
tricep pull downs.
That thing was veiny as hell.
I gotta look this up. This is
No, go ahead. Do it.
Is
Is
Little
that a
baffles
good
me.
compliment? Is telling somebody that their
you
dick
could get
is
a boner
buff?
in space.
That's a
oh,
buff
that
ass
was a
dick.
compliment.
Yeah.
Your
You could get a
dick
boner
is
in
so
space.
buff you could get a boner in space.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna tell that to somebody.
Go ahead and try. Just like see if they're complimented by it, if they take it. Guys at home or anybody, go ahead, try. Tell your friend about it.
I wonder what weird body stuff I could do in space. Probably not a lot.
Probably not a
I
lot.
feel like I can't. I feel like I'm pretty limited with my body. I can't. I'm not an athlete.
I wonder what it's like to break wind in space.
So the
Ooh.
people in space, they probably, if they're not getting erections, they aren't jerking off for a long time.
No, but
Maybe they found other ways to crumb.
To crumb.
you know, maybe there's like a sort of sleeve for the gentleman.
A sort of sleeve. Oh,
Yeah. Did you just spit?
So I think it's safe to say that it's possible, but it's difficult because it's gravity that pushes the blood to your pee-pee.
Oh,
And I guess what I'm concluding from this is it is a little possible.
a little.
I
But
feel like
it's
that's so
very difficult.
disappointing to learn that it's like near impossible because I feel like that's every aspiring astronaut's dream.
To have sex in space?
That is the
Yes.
number one goal because it's one small step for man, and then a one big jump,
One stop
big boner for
Sam.
mankind.
One stop for Sam.
No, I think I'd be bummed out. Maybe they just like hump stuff. Who knows?
Where's the weirdest place somebody ever had sex, if not on the moon?
Someone's definitely had to have had sex inside the rocket before it takes off.
Oh, for sure. That's not that weird,
for
though.
sure.
There are probably cameras in there. They probably don't care.
They probably
Yeah.
don't care.
Dude,
A guy at Disneyland, one of our tour guides was telling me how he had sex at in a secret area in the Haunted Mansion.
He told you that?
Yeah.
Why would a tour guide?
Because I asked.
Oh, good. Okay. He didn't
I
just
was
like.
very
cool.
He wasn't
inquisitive.
just bragging.
He was cool.
chill.
No, he was cool.
Yeah.
dude, I bet they get fucking rowdy after hours
Disneyland,
After dark.
They're so repressed.
Yeah.
they have a crazy system there. Like you wouldn't think it, but behind the scenes, all of the people that work there are tier systems, and there are like
What do you mean?
respect ladders.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
like the cast members. I've read stories
Yeah.
about what it's like to work at Disney. It seems
Yikes.
crazy.
I know. Yeah, I know a lot of the.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have any sex facts. I was gonna say that cats run around Disneyland.
Oh yeah, cats have sex.
Cats have sex. That's
Cats have
crazy.
I've never
sex.
seen
Yeah.
cats have sex.
I don't
It's
ever want to see a
awful.
cat have sex.
I've heard a cat
I've
have
heard it.
sex.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
Sounds a lot.
You guys have seen duck sex, right?
Never seen it. Heard it.
I've seen a turtle sex.
I've
Duck
heard
sex is
a
never
turtle
consensual.
I've
sex.
seen a turtle
Oh, the one
sex.
was like ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Wait.
tried to fuck a shoe. It's so cute.
Wait, is that the one where the turtle says "wow"?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's,
yeah.
there's another one. It
Wow.
goes wow, wow.
Wow.
And then it cuts to Owen Wilson.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I miss Owen Wilson. Hope he's doing okay. Shout out to Owen Wilson.
He died.
No, you're thinking of the thing where he tried to.
I'm
do,
thinking of Greg
tried-
Wilson.
Okay,
Who is Greg Wilson?
This could be horribly insensitive. Owen Wilson, he tried to commit suicide, right?
Yes.
did?
However, was that just a cover up because of the whole like jerk off thing?
I think that's just a rumor.
Okay.
There's a lot of rumors when like a lot of celebrities do that autoerotic asphyxiation.
A
thing
lot of
to get off.
celebrities.
A lot. Elon
I'd
Musk,
say you
no.
know what, a lot of people do it.
No.
Or is that the story? Wait, which is the more? I don't understand. Which is the thing that's supposed to be more shameful? Is choking yourself, or you
No, it's
jerk
just the
off, or
cover-up.
covering up, or you having suicide?
No, no.
Well, I
The
think-
story is that he tried to commit suicide, failed, but really he was just trying to get off, and he almost died, so they covered it up with this fake suicide attempt. But that's the rumor, and like I don't think any of that like means any. I don't know.
No, it
yeah.
doesn't matter if
But that
it's-
is a rumor that exists.
Either way, I just have a boner for the truth.
Dude,
That would be a great slogan for.
I'm pretty sure that was
your
on
new-
South Park or something. It was definitely on something. I have a boner for the truth.
what is
What is
that
that
supposed to
from?
do? What is choking? What is hanging yourself supposed to do? I guess like.
in suicide.
No, for
No,
jerk off.
suicide.
Yeah, what does that even do?
Is this
Like, I
supposed
don't
to like increase or decrease blood flow,
I
or
don't
is it
know.
just like maybe some people like getting choked?
That might be it. And you
I'll
just
look
don't
it
have,
up, you
You don't have a
guys. I
buddy
have my
there.
phone.
to
Why do
choke you.
Why do people choke themselves?
They're gonna look up some different
Why
types of
do
porn.
people do autoerotic
Why do fools fall in love?
asphyxiation?
Aw,
Why do fools fall in love?
that's so cute. Aw. I'll Google that. I'll see the answer for that
it's one of my favorite songs.
Aw. Who sings that? Is that a
I think it's
Blink-182?
Frankie Lyman and the
Oh,
Teenagers.
here we go.
I wrote Footfalls. I forgot what I was
Footfalls.
writing.
Hey, the sexual practice is variously called asphyxiophilia, autoerotic asphyxia, hypoasphyxia. The term autoerotic asphyxiation is used when the act is done by a person to themselves. Colloquially, a person engaging in the act is sometimes called a gasper.
Ooh.
So,
I don't like that.
It's a-
I'm trying to find the exact reason.
he's
The
a
carotid
gasper.
arteries carry oxygen-rich blood from the heart to the brain. When these are compressed, as in strangulation or hanging, the sudden loss of oxygen to the brain and the accumulation of carbon dioxide can increase feelings of giddiness, lightheadedness, and pleasure, all of which will heighten masturbatory senses. So when the brain is deprived of oxygen, it induces a lucid semi-hallucinogenic state called hypoxia. Combined with orgasm, the rush is said to be no less powerful than cocaine.
wow.
and
Jesus
highly addictive.
Christ. Oh, okay.
It's a safe.
Did you ever see that Robin Williams movie where his son does it and he dies?
No.
That's the whole. Actually,
Let's
that's the
see
whole
it.
premise of that movie. His son.
Good Will
actually-
Hunting.
Yes, that is Goodwill. That's the. Yes.
Let's
Yes.
see who dies from choking ourselves first.
Oh, you mean
I
like
bet.
Was
celebrities?
Was
I
that
bet
a
it's gonna
challenge?
be- yeah.
Oh, okay.
I bet it's gonna be Sam.
I'm gonna be the one that
I
goes
feel
out
like you're gonna be the one that dies first because you got no self-control, pal.
with eating, or just I'm gonna go crazy and just try that one
I
day.
think if we were all to get into a contest,
Yeah, who would ever
Who would die
try that
first?
after hearing
Hey,
that?
I was the
after
s-
hearing
I
that
was
it's
the
just as good as
swimmer.
Cocaine, who would try it? That's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
you were a swimmer.
I can hold my breath for
The
a
sure
long time.
this
Yeah.
didn't sell it at all. You guys, this fucking sounds like it sucks. So, I gotta go though.
Have you guys ever been to Ren Fair?
Yeah, Ren Fair is the
Speaking
fucking
of
dope.
choking yourself,
I've been to Ren Fair yet.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it because we were talking about like people fucking after Disneyland and like.
People fucking at the Ren Fair.
Oh my god,
they
dude!
fuck
It's
everywhere.
crazy because there are people that live and travel with the Ren Fair, which I almost joined accidentally when I was super drunk. I wandered in to like the tents and I was like, I want to live here.
Yeah.
And then a year later, they called me and they're like, Hey, are you still interested in joining our community?
What did I say?
Our community?
I gave them my email and my number, and, like everything.
This is,
Classic.
This is where I
But
want to
yeah,
be.
they travel. They travel with the Ren Fair, and shit gets lit after hours.
How did
I've
you find that
heard.
out?
I feel like
I asked Nico, the guy that runs the mead booth.
And they're like,
I feel like
yeah, we're all fucking.
like STDs or STIs kind of travel
Ooh,
quick in
ye
that kind
old-
of community.
Ye old chlamydia.
Ooh, everyone's got a little burning downstairs, little fire brewing.
It's like canon for Renaissance times, you know. You
oh,
just
oh my
share
God, that's
one
such
chamber
method.
pot.
That's method acting.
Yeah.
And they're all able to, like, some of those people are very good dancers. They're able
Yeah.
to move and flex in different ways that you can't even imagine humanly possible. And
That's
the
true.
turkey legs at Ren Fair are delicious.
Yeah, you got turkey legs.
And
You got
turkey's
big
an aphrodisiac.
swings.
You
So
gonna get cognac?
You got a lot of mead.
actually now, minus the STD talk and the sex talk, I want to go to the Ren Fair.
Dude,
I
I'm
really
probably
miss the
gonna
Ren
go
Fair.
like 2 or 3 times this year if you want
I'll
to
be
come.
honest with you,
It's
the
so
Ren Fair
fun.
is not that much fun.
We did a video on it, and wait, did you not drink when you were there?
You know what? I didn't really drink that much.
Okay,
You got to
here's the-
drink.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the key. There's one booth at the Ren
One.
Fair.
Everybody smells
there's-
real bad at
There's
Ren
a
Fair.
lot of them that have mead, but mead is not good on its own. It's just like syrupy, sick, sweet stuff. But there's one booth that mixes it with like beer or cider or like liqueur, and it's fucking delicious. And also the bar is about chest height, and they fill up a glass, and you have to put your hands behind your back while the people. This is Nico's booth. He's the best.
I would go
he's
to
got
this
the best
booth. Is it a
And
game?
they say, "Suck it down, you dirty boy," and like all this stuff.
They say that.
They
They
didn't
say
call
that
me
exact thing to you.
They
call you
called me
boy.
a dirty boy. No, and they like talk filthy to you, and you have to like basically put your mouth on it and like chug it. But then
sounds awesome,
you're
I'm
getting
not
like
gonna
2
lie.
drinks in one. You get really fucked up, and then Ren Fair is.
Do you
great.
just do that one time and you're good, or
Yeah, I mean, I've
I'm a
topped
small
out
boy.
at 3 before.
Wow. I am a lightweight. I
I'm
can
not.
do one.
I drank the other night and then I got hungover. This was just like on Saturday, and I remembered I don't really like hangovers.
No, they're
at
Hangovers
all.
are the
They're
worst.
so overrated.
I haven't been drunk in a really long time.
If we go, we have to dress up, by the way, to Ren Fair.
I'll always dress
and-
I
up.
went and I dressed up.
You
But,
did? It makes it so much more fun.
But mine was a very insensitive costume towards something that wasn't even Ren Fair related.
What did you wear?
Oh no. It's not something I'm going to talk about on this podcast. In fact, I should go delete the video.
Okay.
I want to look this
Well,
video
I'm going to ask you
up.
about it later.
You know what? I'll show you guys a picture.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So just
I'm
keep talking about
excited.
whatever. And
I
then
found
we'll,
out when I was drunk at Ren Fair last year that I am really good at crossbow.
Really?
Yeah,
wait,
I did-
crossbow like archery or crossbow boom 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 like gun type? I forget
archery.
Archery, you were doing like you're pulling it back. and-
Yeah, but it was like the Ren Fair like carnival game kind. But I won so much shit from my friends. I got my friend Hector a flute. I got
Nice.
my friend Abby a cool fan. I got some gold coins. What is that?
Oh.
so let me show you guys an up close.
Why? Why?
It was a character.
What character? You can tell me later. It's okay.
No, my character's name was what the fuck was it? Let me just play it out loud.
Is it commentary on something?
I was far too young.
Ah.
Like far too young.
Is that the name of your character?
Ah, yes.
Ah.
So
Well,
that's
That was
that's
the
just
thing
where we're
you
gonna
did.
leave that one though.
I think that's a pretty good place
your own
I
to.
think that's where we're gonna
Research.
leave this whole thing.
That's a great
Let
end
us
to the
know.
podcast. This was a fun part. We had a good time.
I didn't have a good time, you guys. We
Yeah,
had a
well-
great time.
Oh.
Aw.
You did you pulled it back on us, and connect it, and I connect it, and give a little, and a 1, 2, 3, done. There it goes.
But before we leave, I just want to say thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com/sourcefed and enter offer code SourceFed to get 10% off your first purchase. I'm your baby boy, Steven, and this is my baby boy,
Sam.
and my other baby boy,
Crank.
Crank. That's Crank Girl. And we'll see you next time on Spores.
1, 2,
Spores.
3, spores.
God.
In elementary
elementary school. Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, more Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, still 35 to go. Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Massachusetts, go to Michigan.